Just have to make sure everybody kind of knew. Here we go. Let's make it bigger. Apparently, it's a Cancer hour every time I go on live. I mean, it makes sense. Anyways, so we're gonna run through this every zodiac sign. So this is the sign that I'm working on. I'm gonna start off with Cancer because that's the hour right now. Sorry. So we're gonna talk about Gemini. So this is new. For those that don't know, Venus just entered Gemini at 1 degree. What does that mean? So we're gonna start off with Cancer, and then we're gonna record it, and we're gonna go all the 12 signs. So for Cancers, Gemini, Venus is the ruler of your fourth house, right? So if you're a Cancer, let me not change that because I know that you're like, I'm not a Cancer rising. Doesn't matter. If you are a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, it's still going to give you the same effects. So, Cancer, Libra is still 4 signs away from you, and Taurus is still 11 signs away from you. Okay? So, when the Venus enters Gemini, it's sort of in our blind spot. So, for Cancers, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the 12th house, besides retreating, taking some time for yourself, relaxing, staying at home, clearing out your home. The fourth house ruler is going into the 12th house, so we're getting rid of things. So if you are a Cancer, you're at home, you're getting rid of new stuff that's going on. You're clearing out the house, right? So, and what else is another thing? This is another. The Venus brings up the 11th house, so this could be things with a friend, maybe having sleepovers, or you kind of lose a friend, maybe. Maybe you're at odds with a friend, or you're not seeing a friend completely there. I don't know, Cancer. This could also be a sibling, an older sibling, or somebody you are stranger. It could be something like that. Maybe a person a stranger that's familiar to you. You're no longer speaking to them because it's the 12th house, or there could be some changes in your date. What does that mean? Daily routines. Why? Because Mercury's in Taurus, so there could have been literally in the last couple of days. Maybe your night. Your What does that mean? Maybe you went to sleep early. Maybe you went to sleep late. I don't know. Up to you, Cancer. Your sleeping schedule will be highly affected. Okay. So that's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go on. Let's move forward. We're gonna do Leo. Also, I'm recording this. I fucked up. Oh, can't curse. For those that are coming here, I will be reading people after this. So hang in there. I'm recording this to put this on my YouTube for me later. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Leo. Just have to switch it. Let's go to Leo. All right. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo placements. Okay. So Venus is entering your 11th house, Leo. Venus is naturally the ruler of how you communicate. So Leos are very charming. They're very Venusian. They're very excited about life, right? Venus, I'm pretty sure the world is a Venusian. I'm pretty sure we're Taurus ruled. So even Earth is a Venus place. So Leos are very charming in the way they communicate. Taurus, Venus also rules your Taurus energy, which is actually your public image. So for those that are Leos, if you're Sun, Moon, or Rising in Leo, Venus transits changes how you do your hair, how you look to the world, how you communicate with others, especially since it's entering 11 signs away from you if you're a Leo. So if you're a Leo, this Gemini placements is going to bring you an exciting new conversation with friends. Maybe you travel with friends, short distance travel, maybe go on a road trip. Maybe you sign something legal for your friend. Maybe you and your sibling are hanging out more. You and your sibling could have had date nights, hanging out nights, right? Right? Because Venus is your, siblings. For those that are coming in, we are running through all the 12 zodiac signs. We're now at Leo. We're going through what Venus is for the month. So Venus switched into Gemini. And why am I specifically doing that? Well, the eclipses are going to switch, or we're going to get our final set of eclipses on the 21st of April, which is going to be, again, as you notice, the Rahu energy or the North Node's energy is in a Venus ruled sign. So Rahu is the matrix. For those that did not know, Rahu is important to the matrix. It's part of our desires, okay? So For Venus and Gemini going into 11 signs away from Leo placements, this is actually really good for you guys because this is going to put you out there to take a risk. This is like some risky moves, either with friends or even with lovers or or even children for some of you. You're finally doing something. Why am I saying this? Because Venus sits in the 11th house for you. So we're going to talk about that today as well. Again, we're learning all the 12 signs, the 12 houses every time we come in here. So, for instance, for a Leo, again, you're supposed to benefit from your efforts. So right now, Leo, you're supposed to be benefiting from what you put into work for your career. Some of you are in the notion of transitioning jobs. That could be a good time to apply. So if you've been putting effort, you will get it. Friends and you going places. This is a good transit for you. I like this for you, Leo. So for Leos, that's what it's bringing to you. Something fun. It could be parties. It could be going out more. The 11th house is going out with friends. See, somebody in the comments is saying I'm traveling to see friends, and she's a Leo apparently. So again, Leo, don't be surprised. This could also be opposing your children's home or your lovers. This could be with a lover or children, by the way, or you're actually Venus's siblings, This could be a hobby that you're doing with your sibling. Or if you're online, if your new career is online and you're a Leo, this is a perfect time. Maybe switch up your hair, add a new flavor, talk about a new topic that you're going to maybe involve someone else if you're a Leo rising, So anyways, let's go into Virgo sun, moon or rising. Virgo sun, moon or rising. We're talking about Venus entering Gemini. It will be there for the next couple of weeks. Let's talk about it. So Virgo sun, moon or rising. Gemini is 10 signs away from you. Even if we count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what does that mean? Venus naturally rules your money, your confidence, your things that you own. It's not just like cars. It's not just about homes, the things that you own. It can actually be clothing. So a lot of you could be changing your clothing attire. This eclipse is making you think bigger and broader, things like that. I'm just giving you an example. You could be traveling to see family. Venus rules your travel houses. You're having a whole stellium there. A lot of you are working to prepare to go on a trip pretty soon. Venus and Gemini will be helping you. If you are a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, you will be going on a trip soon. Or you may be receiving important paperwork or notations from the government. Some of you have been waiting for background checks and maybe supervisors, HR. So a lot of you may be working on this for the next couple of times, okay? So yes, look, some people in the comments that are Virgo, she is saying I'm buying a whole new wardrobe. Yes, you might be buying a brand new whole thing. Somebody says Virgo rising, Gemini is in Venus in your 9th house. Let me explain to you one more time. Probably you didn't hear me or didn't get it. From your Virgo placement, this is the starting point. I said Venus and Gemini is 10 signs, not houses, 10 signs away. And it still works. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Venus enters your 10th house. Really? It might look like if you're using your Placidus, you may have it over here or whatever, and it looks like it's in the 9th house. You do get flavors of both. But for the purposes of what I'm doing, and I'm reading the collective, I am using the whole sign so I could get the bigger pictures. Those details are pertaining to you. Okay? So for Virgo placements, this is a good time to scale up yourself, your money, your worth, buying yourself new things during Venus and Gemini, which will be going on for the next couple of weeks, till May. So this is a great transition. Again, I'm speaking about Venus transits because we have the North Node, which is the karmic eclipses that have been happening since last year, are ruled by Venusian energy and Martian energy. And currently, Gemini is a placement that moves things quite faster, especially already that Rahu is a fast energy. Okay, so Virgo placements, I like this for you. If you've been looking for a job or you've been waiting to get this title, this is a great time. If you've been waiting for housing to call you back, great time. If you've been, maybe you're traveling to see family, to go to a party or an event, this is a great time. Maybe your sibling is getting honors, graduations, getting married, siblings. This could be in-laws, whatever that may mean. This is a Virgo. For Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, we're moving on to Libra. We're moving on to Libra. Anybody in the comments, if you are watching this, please. I'm also recording this for YouTube. If you're watching this, please, in the comments, get them together. Yeah, her best friend starts her reverse nodal and her BF starts her nodal return. I already did the signs of Cancer, Leo, Virgo. We're moving on to Libra placements. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay? Also, this is all getting recorded and it will be placed on YouTube. All right. So, Venus, for you, Libra placement, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Gemini is 9 signs away. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Venus, who is you, by the way, a Libra, Venus rules you. It's entering the 9th house. You feel a lot better. Yes, we're performing to our highest capabilities, whether you are in alignment or not. This is where you will show you that ass. Excuse me, I didn't want to curse. Libra, this is great for you because people are listening to you. You may have to speak to a judge, appear in court, whatever that may be. Whatever that is, you're speaking to a higher court, a higher honor. Maybe you are, like I said, planning to go on this trip. Maybe you are another trip person. You also, Venus rules your 8th house. So there's a little bit of transformation that you're walking into because of these eclipses that are happening in your 8th house. This could be with family. This could be with finances for some of you. Mercury also rules our 12th house. So for those Libras that work in industries like learning, being a teacher, being a spiritual person, a spa, this is a great time. You're getting certifications. You are completing. There's a transformation in that department. Maybe you run a Patreon. Maybe you run some 12th house energy, some hidden things. Maybe you're an investigator. You work in a hospital. Okay, maybe you have to visit someone at the hospital. The 9th house also rules grandparents, father figures. You know, the 12th house is that place of the hospital. Mercury, like I said, is involved in this. They change energy. They intertwine energies. Why? Because Venus really belongs to Taurus and Mercury belongs to Gemini. So it's gonna be some theme of a deposit. Maybe your grandmother is traveling and she's coming back and you have to adjust to a different time schedule as well. Your sleeping cycle could change. See some people in the comments saying I'm traveling to see my grandma. My Libra's in my 4th house. Okay, wait, let's hang on. Don't worry, we're traveling, we're learning. Listen to what I'm saying. This is for the Libra rising, sun, moon, or rising. I said that. Sorry, I repeated twice. But yes, I like this for you, Libra, because this is finally when you actually can utilize Rahu or the North Node's energy. Rahu or the North Node's energy is a depositor of your Aquarius energy. So if you've been tuning into my weekly updates, we've been working in our Aquarius houses since 2020. We've had major transformation, reconstruction, whatever house rules Aquarius. Whether, like for me, I'm a Libra sun. I do a lot of 5th house things, which is learning. I'm always performing. I'm always showcasing my personality. My lovers are always going through something, but we're not going to go there. Anyways, yes. Right, so Rahu is the depositor of this 5th house, and is finally, if you've been working on some fast money, a hobby, something with your children, a lover, something fun and exciting, Libra, this is where you can finally showcase the world who you are. This is a good transit. Okay, so if it's not legal or official, like going to, like I said, the ninth house makes it, you get involved with the government when the ninth house is involved. What do I mean by that? Well, you can literally be catching more tickets, so be careful if you're a driver, or taking care of those annoying, being on top of like things that the government are in control, like your bills or your taxes. Maybe you finally do your taxes. So yes, so we are on Libra rising sun moon. If you are in the comments watching live, please help them get together, help the community, help someone out. Don't make me repeat it. Let's go into something. Let's see, Scorpio. If you are tuning in here, I will be reading people once we run through all the signs. I am live on TikTok on Wednesdays, answering questions for people. Anyways, okay, so what is the other question? Yes, so we already did signs that we already did. We already did Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. We're now heading into Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I love this for you. This is an exciting time for you, Scorpio, because Venus is transitioned into your eighth house. It's your scary house. Usually, Scorpio is the bad guy. But now Venus is entering the eighth house. This could be a change in relationships for you, actually, Scorpio, because um, hang on, I don't know why I'm stressing myself out. Hang on, y'all. Why am I doing this? Okay, so this could be a kind of a little bit hectic for you, depending on which energy you are in. It's all about psychological transformations for you, Scorpio, and some of you have not done the psychological work for it. It's a controlling of your emotions. The reason why you have psychological problems is because you are in always when you feel attacked, which is our sixth house. You have Aries energy. Aries is about attacking first and being the first one to win in an argument. The sixth house is the house of arguments and complicated events. The eighth house. What? So why am I bringing this up for you? Well, Venus rules for you the 12th house, which is blind spots for you. You don't like being blindsided. This could be you diving into spirituality. This could be a positive thing for some of you. Some of you could be literally, this is going on YouTube. Some of you can literally be changing your sleeping pattern as well. Something 12th house, like maybe your hobbies or like something creative that you were doing. You could be on some research mode, spy mode. Maybe you creeping again, driving past your boyfriend's house when you think he's not going to be there. Um, or some of you may have to sleep on the couch. Some of you Scorpios, your partner just switched the energies with you. Your partner probably don't want to fuck with you right now. Um, Scorpio, this could be a time where your partner's going through some type of some psychological change. The end is near, my friend. The end is near, if you wanted to know. This could be an end of a contract as well, so don't be fear. No need to fear. This could be an end of a conversation with an old friend. Maybe you cut them off. You feel the energy for someone else switching because, again, they went into the eighth house, and now your spidey senses are activated. It has to be. Why? Because this is your. Everybody has a blind spot and a. Everybody has a blind spot and a crisis house. The eighth house is the house of crisis. If you're not getting money with the eighth house is the house of clients, surgeries, in-laws, step family. If you are in dealing with your step family member, in-laws, cousin, sibling, whatever, you're dealing or not something financial right away or financial contract right away. You, my friend, or having new clients come to you from different sources of energy, maybe different styles of whatever that may mean. This could be a little bit of a tough time. I don't want to scare you because it's just all about psychological warfare. You're good at this though. So you'll be handling this kind of fine, especially now that Mars is making a trine to you. Mars is trying to help Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so it's not just one person. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Scorpio. This could be a change in a contract, a lease. Maybe you have to go to the leasing office, get right in their face like, yo, what y'all doing to me? I don't know. Maybe you have to go. You also have to go to the DMV. You may need to change your insurance. Hit up your insurance. I don't know. A lot of people are having insurance problems, I am on Scorpio. This is tropical. I've done Leo through Scorpio. We're now moving. Oh, I've done Cancer, Leo's, Virgo, and Libra. We're just done with Scorpio. Scorpio, Venus. Anytime there's a Gemini placements, if you are new here, I'm going to teach you things. Anytime there's a Gemini placement in the sky, Scorpio should be shaking in their boots. Okay. Moving on to Sagittarius. Moving on. We're moving on. I've already done Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. We already done with those. Sagittarius. Sagittario. El Venus is a little complicated of events. Venus always seems, everybody always tells you Venus is amazing, love, luxury. Venus also rules semen, for those that did not know, the liquids that come out of our body. Is Venus. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention Leo of Scorpio. If you let me ask you something. If you're a Scorpio out there and you've been intimate with somebody, and but they're not hitting it no more, you're craving that old thing back. Maybe a sneaky link. If you are a Scorpio out there, are you craving the old thing back? Are you trying to rekindle some old people? I just want to know, is that itch, is the itch that can no longer be scratched by this person, coming back? I know, I'm there. I gotcha. I will be posting this on YouTube. But listen, I understand Scorpio. I noticed that and I just got that right away because I'm like, I know I'm missing something. Yeah, but I don't know, Scorpio. Some of you, I'm getting a lot of you, which is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You might have to do the one that have to go get them. You're gonna have to do a little chasing. They not chasing you, kid. Venus is a Gemini. You met your maker. You met your match. You did. You met somebody who's right on the level with you. Okay, and that's why you're missing that person. If you're a Scorpio and you're missing somebody, um, and you're missing somebody that's from the past, you're missing the person that was on the same wavelength in the scratching of the itches. So I'm just letting you know. If you trying to get this itch scratched up, you're gonna have to call them. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Anyways, so I mean, unless or if not, also another thing to let go and live, to let go and live. Also, it's your 12th house, so maybe it's time to let it go. You're not getting that old thing back. Hopefully, God, one of your favorites. Anyways, okay, Venus, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Sag. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. So Venus is kind of a little complicated for you because it does bring desires for you, Sag. So you want all these things. I know you feeling it, and Venus and Gemini is gonna want you to make decisions on like the things that you actually want. But Venus also rules your 6th house. So you're saying desires, Sag, can be your downfall. Could cost you debt. Could cost you your health. Could cost you more bills, more waste of time, whatever that may mean for Sag. So for me, what I'm getting, Sag, is basically when Venus goes into Gemini, there will be changes in your routine or job or the bills. You may have to take on a bill. Sometimes, sorry, I'm listening to things. I think the eclipses are going to make you more independent. The reason being is because once the eclipses switch into Aries, it's going to go in your 5th house. So you're going to have to, you're going to go back to the old Sag, taking risk. You're going to have to put your neck out there somehow. So I think that with Venus and Sag, I think some of you sign a new contracts. I think some of you sign a new bill. Maybe some of you get into a new place of your own. Some of you get a goal that or a job of your own. Maybe there's a early Sagittarius, especially if you have early degrees. So if you are in early degrees, Sag, like around here, if you have like 4, 3, 2, 1 degrees, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you could literally be starting something like that, or you could be starting a new hobby. This is an 11th house. This is a goal that you wanted to do. Maybe you're starting a new hobby. It's an 11th house thing. Venus rules your 11th house. Maybe you're trying to reach a new audience if you're working online. Or maybe you're partnering up with someone new to reach a different audience. You're broadening your horizons, you know? It's time to scale up, scale up. We scaling up right now. Don't worry about the things that you feel like you're losing, because you also another one that has a little bit of a losses, either in lovers or in hob. It's like something ended, something needed to end for you, whether it's a job or job, person, place, or thing, whatever. And because it's Mars in your eighth house, and it's now time for you to level up. So you're gonna have to take this loss, 12 house things, because everything, this stellium that you got going on, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, for you to make this next step in life. So whether it's a relation, like I said, person, place, or thing, it doesn't matter what it is. It's time for doing. My friend is a new in a relationship and family member passed. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So some of you might be doing that. Enjoy working a job with benefits. Okay. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Sag. A lot of people are resonating with this. Relationship ended for some people. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's go on. I'll be getting downloads later. Later on, you know, I'd be mad because later on I'll figure it out. Like, damn, I should have remembered that. I forgot. There's this aspect. Anyways, Capricorn. We already done signs: Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. We're now in Capricorn. Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you also, by the way, if you're listening to these readings, um, if you're listening to these readings, I'm a Sag at 0 degrees at Aquarius. Oh, I'm so sorry that grandma passed. Yes, so there might have been a lot of endings of some sort. So, anyways, listen to me, guys. When you listen to these readings on my YouTube or online or with people, whatever, listen to your rising sign for your body and relationships. Listen to your sun sign for career and external things that will happen to you. Listen to your moon sometimes for your health and your mother and your personal events. So how you're going to feel emotionally. Sun is career, moon is emotions, rising sign is relationships and things with your body. Okay, so you can listen to you have to listen to all three signs in order for you to understand what's going to happen to you. So don't go for random signs in your chart. Go for those main hitters, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. We already did Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn. We are 27 minutes in. I'm doing great. Look at us. Okay, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Venus is interesting for you as well because, is it? Let's see. No, actually, Venus is actually really, really good for you, Capricorn. You're just like Leo. You benefit from transitions of Venus, okay? Capricorn and Leos, pay attention. You benefit from the transits of Venus at work and for your appearance, okay? So, Venus is entering your sixth house. It's the ruler of your fifth. It's the ruler of your 10th. So, the sixth house rules health. So, the allergies are back. The sixth house rules your sinuses, your health. You're part of your routine now. For some Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that means that your routine is changing. You may have a lot of things to do more with your children, for your partner, for your hobbies. Maybe a lot of you are working service jobs. This is the generation. When I like reading Capricorns a lot because it reads generation millennial. Our generation millennial is really working on developing and creating our new belief and paradigms, what we're going to bring into the culture, which is why I like to read Capricorn. So having Venus transits, it really benefit the millennials. Let me break that down. Reading and understanding the Capricorn sign will help a lot of us born with Uranus and Neptune and Capricorn. Okay? So for those that are listening, those are the millennials. Those are the people born from 1988 to like 1995. Those are really the cap that I'm talking about, okay? So we was talking about allergies. There's changes in your routine now with your part of, a lot of you are doing services. A lot of you are working Jobs that you've gotten certificates for, like your skills, you're making fast money. A lot of you may get rid of some of these hectic bills that come for you. You get a little break. After once Venus settles in, maybe it's bills that you need. A lot of you want to buy clothes for work, change your look for work. Some of you are planning for something fun to happen, maybe a wedding, a party, an event. A lot of you are buying new stuff for your hobbies, but you're taking in expenses for that. You know what I mean? Um, so I hope that makes sense. For you. Also, Venus is gonna get you more clout with the boss. Your boss is Capricorn. They want to talk to you. They want to be around you. They're gonna want to give you more hours. If you've been trying to get a job, this is a great time. If you've been trying to, like, if let's say you've been working on a skill. What the fuck? Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to curse. Um, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments, and we're gonna read some comments for some confirmation. A lot of people are, yes, I'm a Capricorn. My daughter's a Capricorn. She has allergies yesterday. She's a Capricorn sun, Capricorn stellium, allergies. Yes, I'm going towards mental health jobs, and I'm graduating. Congratulations. Yes, the fifth house is something you learned, went to school for, and you're completing this. This is great. This is you accomplishing a goal that you wanted to do. This is gonna look good for you. Um, Capricorn moon, been buying new stuff for work for sure. I did get another random check that I don't know where from, but I'm going to shop and doing my hair maybe. Yes, because it's about your public image. Venus changes your public image. These are, I am reading the signs of, I already read Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, and Capricorn. I read all the six, whatever signs they are. We're moving on to Aquarius, okay? For those that want to see the playback, I am recording it. Look at the record button right here. And that's so you can listen to it later. We're doing all the zodiac sign. Listen to your sun, moon, or rising. Sun is for your career, external events. Moon is for emotions, your mother, and your home. If you want to know about your relationships, listen to your rising sign for relationships and things that you have to decide and do, okay? So let's moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Sun, moon, or rising. Sun, moon, or rising. Aquarius. And for those that are wondering, we're doing the Venus transit. For those that are coming in, Venus entered Gemini. It's important for us to look at Venus transit, especially during this time, because the North Node and the South Node are in Venus and Mars ruled energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus. North Node is the planet. Excuse me, it's not a planet. It is a measurement angle that determines our karmic situations that are happening in our real time. So these are the events that are pushing us to the future. The South Node are events that are pushing us to the past, or things that we have to let go of. So I like to read Venus because obviously Venus is what's pushing us to the future. Clearly, makes sense. So we're talking about Aquarius. This is the cool part. Why did I break that down? Aquarius is a unique individual. It's ruled by three different things. I know you're used to listening to two, but it's really three. It is Saturn is the traditional rulers. This is the one that we can see with our naked eye. Uranus is the modern ruler that Western astrology, Hellenistical astrology would be using. Rahu is what, or the North Node is what sidereal astrology uses. So in order for you to understand the Aquarian energy, you have to determine what Saturn, Uranus, and the North Node, what they're focused on, because that's what Aquarius is focused on. Also, for those that don't know, yes, Capricorn rules the millennial generation, but Aquarius rules humanity in general. Okay, the internet in general. Aquarius is overall that. So, what it's good for us to understand, it's hard to read humanity, and it's really because humanity is divided into three different groups. And I'm teaching you a lesson while I'm also gonna read about Aquarius. So hang in there, Aquarius. So for the humanity, Saturn is those people that are kind of living in the Kali Yuga. They're still living in the past. They're still living in the age of Pisces, the Gregorian calendar. They're still living in the paradigms of the capitalistic society. They follow the rule system. So when I want to read about the Aquarian energy, humanity, this is what I look for. Saturn tells me what the old heads are doing. Now, Rahu and Uranus, that's different. That is the generation trying to break out from the structure. So especially the Rahus, because those are karmic people. Those are people that are happening to do it right now. That, if that's a word, excuse me. Uranus is a collective bunch that are in the groups of people in the same wavelength, propelling you to the future. These are the people using technology. These are the people that they already clicked on to what's going on with the old Saturn structure. And now they've realized that the money is at home. In order for you to strive during this paradigm, money, the future is working from home. Notice how there's a wave of since 2020, since Saturn and Jupiter conjoin in Aquarius, the working from home has been under attack, taken away and brought back, taken away and brought back. Right? And this is for an example. So if you are part of the future, I'm going to read that perspective. If you're part of the old paradigm, that's okay. Soon I don't want to tap into that energy because I'm trying to tap in and embrace us. Okay. So let's start off with Aquarius. Venus is also Venus for you is very important for you as well. The difference is with Venus, you create things. Right now you're in the mode of creation. So if you want to know what's going on with humanity, you should pay attention to an Aquarius. Right now, all Aquariuses are in creation mode, are at home, right? Trying to change it up, changing the living room, changing their things up for their pets. Maybe their space and home, maybe they need more space or something. Maybe they organize every single thing in their house, closets or whatever, okay? Maybe you're piling up all your clothes into packages and you're getting ready to move. Venus rules your ninth house of traveling, going to a different state, country, right? Maybe you are in a mode that you're experimenting. You've noticed that the government's money is done. Oops, sorry. The government's money, Saturn, the old structure system is focused on Taurus second house things. Their money, finito. We came to the wrap. The dollar is done. That's why Saturn, the old regimen, is worried and nervous and has anxiety, and they're very vulnerable because their possessions are out in the air. But the future people, we don't care about that. That's ruled by Venus. We are in action mode right now. We're thinking about how we can get fast money. We're thinking about what we can take as a course. What fun thing can we create? What fun thing can we advertise about? You know, the ninth house talks about going to see maybe your grandma, your father figure. Maybe there's an events that you're going. First of all, by the way, these are predictions for Venus moving forward. So the things that I'm talking about is things that you haven't lived, so you wouldn't know. So it wouldn't be off. This is a predictive for the future. Yeah. Now you can also try me. You could come back. See, I'm different. I'm not like other readers. If I'm wrong, I want you to come back and say it. Say it to my face. Because I want you to have that same energy when you go speak to the ones with the 300Ks, the 500Ks, the million followers. I want you to go with that same frequency over there. So right now we're reading the collective on the zodiac signs. We are in Aquarius, rising, sun, moon, or sun, moon, or rising, whatever. We're talking about Venus ruling the fourth house, whether they're cleaning their home or they're starting a new project at home or learning something new, because this is something they're creating. They're doing this online. They're doing the research for. right? This could also be you doing things for your children. Some of you have a very plain, boring life, and all you do is work at home for your children, whatever. I don't know. That's your life, Aquarius. You are the one stepping into the future. The power is in your hands, Aquarius. It's what you do right now and what you put your mind into desires is what's going to carry through. Why? Because the ruler of your ninth house, which is part of your moral compass, what you think life should go in your life journey, you're going to decide right now whether those are the next moves, whether it's good or not. Whatever you're doing right now, whether it's good or bad, will determine your next couple years, literally. If you and these are small little transits. This is a small window, so you can see a small preview, and you can sprinkle. It's the start of something new. You know, maybe some of you are taking a new course, a new class. It's both the fifth house and the ninth house combined together, and you're doing this from home. Maybe some of you have a new what is that? Routine. Not routine. This would be more like something is like changing in your daily. Maybe people are reaching back out that you used to hang out with. Some Aquariuses are about to start hanging out with friends because it will oppose your 11th house. So that'll be a theme. Okay. I had to do that because sprinkle. Because I'm just saying, I'm still tripping out about my reading. Yeah, I don't know why not good, but right now, not good right now. But the money in the bank. I was just thinking this yesterday. Will the bank even have some? Yeah. So a lot of you right now get creative. This is your fifth house. Go with the gut feeling. What do you feel like doing right now? And I can tell you right now where the money is at, where the money resides, is between the online. This is the thing. We have to detach from. Saturn is in a Jupiterian sign, which is in the third house. They're thinking, they're becoming creative, and they're getting curious. They're signing new contracts. This is why the Americans have a new financial contract to sign. Look, Jupiter is the ruler of the second house ruler, which is money, going in the third house. And the sun is the ruler of the seventh house. So we're signing new contracts for money. The thing about it is Jupiter also rules the collective 11th house, which is the us, the people, the smaller people, right? What is the ultimate desire for us? So we have to control our desires, and we need to start setting the new trends. Venus is part of these setting the new trends. So in Aquarius, you're the new frequency, you're the new vibration. Whatever spirit tells you, the ninth house is the house of God. So however your radio frequency with God is, you're going to get the right download, and it's going to either lead you to your pioneer stage or you're going to be left behind. It's really up to you. This shit karmic. This can't be done through a spell. You can't light a candle. You can't get an astrologer. You can't get a tarot reading. It don't matter what happened. If it was written in your chart for you to be left part behind, that's your role. If it's written in the chart for you to propel forward, these are the next. While Venus is in Gemini, when Venus goes into Libra, which are both air signs, which by the way trines Pluto the next 20 years, I wouldn't play with these transits if I were you. This is real game. I would be executing, really asking God, what do you want me to do? What is it that you need me to do? Show me a way. Show me the sign. If I'm doing this shit right, where should I go next? That's what's happening. And the only way you're going to know this is, what have you been doing with your Aquarius house? Since 2020, since 2021, we've been having large transits. Saturn, the Time Lord, tried to help us. Jupiter came there to give you an optimistic energy overview of what the next 20 years can look like. During 2021, we learned about cryptocurrency. Everybody was a crypto investor. And the only reason I'm doing this tangent again, these are the conversations that you have with God. Not me. Not anybody in these chats. Not what I'm interpreting because there's 100 Aquariuses and you're not the only one, Leo. This is your conversations with God. Venus rules your conversations with God. You live on a planet, Venusian planet. You live in a planet that's Earth Day happens to be April 22nd. That's a Taurus season. Taurus is ruled by Venus. It's up to you. What have you and God came up with? This is some karmic stuff. Again, Mars is in Cancer, opposing Capricorn placement. You're either creating a new mold for the generation following through, or you're going to go, when Pluto goes back to Capricorn, you part of that paradigm. Only way you're going to know is look at your Aquarius house, right? And then you're going to tell me, have you been doing that, the things in the Aquarius house? I can tell you I have. I'm not playing with this lifetime. As a Cancer rising, that's my 8th house. Look at what that talks about. That talks about self finance, joint finances, other resources. You feel me? Karmic debt, regeneration, self-term. I've been doing that. This is also the house of the occult, if you didn't know that. I'm a Libra sun. That is 5 houses away, Aquarius. That's my 5th house. Recreational, entertainment, gambling, risking, romance, children. I didn't have children, but I sure could entertain the hell out of you. That's a fact. I've been working on that since 2020. Then I'm a moon in Gemini. That means that Aquarius is 9 signs away from me. And I'm using whole sign system. I'm using the whole sign system. What does that mean? Travel, foreign, culture, expansion, law, ethics, education. I've been teaching, learning, philosophical interest. That's what I've been doing since 2020. God said, let me actually break that down, because you think this is a game, but it's real now. God said, follow the man with the water bearer. And this is a tangent. I just needed to show you, and then I'm going to go on to Pisces and the rest of the sign. But I needed you to know that. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. You can watch it later. Okay, as you enter the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him to the house that he enters. Not houses. You don't have intercepted lines. He said house. Uno. So you want to watch this whole signs. As you enter the city, a man carrying a jar, blah, blah, blah. Look at what Aquarius, look. Aquarius, symbol of a water bearer. Look at it. It's Aquarius season. You've messed around and play around because the CIA want to trick you. It's not the Aquarius age. It doesn't mean that. You go ahead and mess around all you want because you think you're going to be here the other 100 years. This is the man with the water bearer. God said, follow the man into the house, not houses. It's not intercepted. He didn't say go to that house and then go into the other house. He said, follow the man to the house that he enters. I don't care if it's a man, woman, it don't matter. I don't care about that. I'm listening to the word and symbolism of God. Don't get stuck by these little small details that the human gave you, the names to your body. You still a vessel of God. Okay, so that is my last message for you, Aquarius. If you've been listening, what does that mean? While Venus is in Gemini and Venus goes into Libra, you better act like you learn that you're not part of the generational trauma. You're part of the generational building of wealth. So it's up to you. Follow your gut then. Like I said, I didn't tell you to follow Saturn. Saturn is where fear and their fear of money is at. I didn't tell you to fear money. I told you to follow your gut. Where Rahu and Uranus are, the futuristic people are in the 4th house. We're following our intuition, the gut feeling. We are not listening to the structure system no more. We are following our gut. Get it? Okay, so next, let's go to Pisces. Follow your gut, Aquarius. Only thing I could do, baby. Only thing I could tell you. Follow your gut. Lead us to the rightful house. Lead us to the rightful way. We got to take a smoke break. That's what. It ain't even got to be like that. My mic. Hang on, we're doing Pisces. We're going up next is Pisces. Up next is Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Up next is Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Up next is Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. When I'm ready, you'll be there. Chill out. If you're anxious to know the answers, you could wait on YouTube then. Don't be rushing me because you ain't gonna get a happy camper. I will read you to Phil. Mamá, ven pa. Sí, te llamo para atrás. Okay, bye. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you are rushing, you could wait for the recording because if not, you will be getting read. Venus is a little scary for you. It's a little scary. Pisces, it's something to be feared. A little bit. Why? Because Venus rules the eighth energy away from you. So from your Pisces placement, you count one clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you count clockwise, 8 signs, you're gonna get that eighth house energy. What does that mean? Crisis, some type of ending, transformation, some type of money expenses, some type of thing that you have to worry about and be anxious with, whatever the case may be. Right? So Venus is entering your fourth house or the fourth sign away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4 signs away from you. Gemini. What does that mean? Venus is also the ruler of your third sign energy. So the way you communicate, also, you're another one like Leo. That's different though. Leo can benefit from this transit. While you, because Leos get ideas. You get these ideas and you start working on them and you start researching. So a lot of Pisces, they have some debt that they just had to pay for, clear out, and they're dealing with that. They also may have to go to the DMV, paperwork, get the insurance, check their car, tires, whatever the case may be. They may have to go to their mother's home. Venus is in the fourth house. You may have to go see your mom. You are another one that may have to chill out with your siblings, cousins, Somebody said I made a DMV appointment yesterday. Yes, please, just listen. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know how to read charts, guys. I know how to read charts. Okay, so Venus is the fourth sign away. Maybe you're more conscious about your stomach. Maybe you are at home. Maybe you're walking more. You're taking a different route to home, from home. It just dawned on you last night. Maybe let me go through some of my old emails, articles. There might be some changes there. You're in the mode of like getting rid of stuff and handling things that became a priority right away. So that might be the thing. Maybe this is your car. Learning a different stuff about the car. Venus is buying something large, getting getting a car or getting stuff for the house, storage. Yes, so there's a couple things. This could be things. This could be ranging from paperwork, finances that you have to do, or the ending of something with your name on it, like a bill, or these are actions that you have to take. We're getting rid of things that are hindering you, things with your name on it. We're getting rid of that with these eclipses. So Pisces, maybe you have to express your emotions, or sort of, or maybe you have expressed it actually. Maybe I take that back. Maybe you already expressed what you had to say, and now it's going into the fourth house, and now you're keeping things more to yourself, or you're spending more time at home. Thank God. It depends on you, really. So you could be working on for the next couple months, you could be getting rid of all things that do not work for you with your name on it. Paperwork or just junk that was getting in your way. Honestly. Let's see. We already did all the signs. We did Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and I did a whole tangent about it. Friggin', don't worry, it's a good tangent. Okay, we're moving on to Aries. And then we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and that's it. Then we'll be done. Moving on. Moving on to Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you have your Sun in Aries, Moon in Aries, or something in Aries. Yes. Okay. Let's see, Aries. Venus is a cool sign for you. It's your money. It's people your relationships in your life. Your like one-on-one relationships. People that you interact one-on-one. It doesn't just have to be partners. If it is a partner, your partner has a busy schedule for them. Let's say you are in Aries and your partner, this Venus transition may have your partner traveling more, starting a new job, starting a new cycle at work or whatever, training for something, going, like I said, this could be if you have a partner, or maybe you have to communicate with members of your family. Venus rules your second house of money, family. This could be good conversations. Maybe you're driving further to going out to eat with people. Maybe you are going out to eat with family. Um, Maybe a lot of you stop communications with certain people. For sure. Maybe with your children, it might have been a bumpy road. You got emotional recently for some of you. Um, Somebody said, wait, hang on. I'm sorry. I just had to read the comment. Somebody said, yes, he's real busy. He's going to prison, girl. I don't know what that is. He is definitely going away, baby. He is so far away. You know what's funny? She says she's in Aries, right? Her seventh house is going on a trip, Mercury, right? This is the Mercury rule house, but Mercury's in the second house, which would be the blind spot or the 12th house to the Venus. So it's like he's going away somewhere that he may not want with to be in there. That's funny as hell, yo. This could be also with your. That makes sense because Sun. Maybe I don't think he may be. I don't know. Honestly, if you ask me, baby girl, he is not the one. Why? Because fifth house rules your boyfriends and seventh house is your husband. So your fifth house ruler, which is the sun, because it's Leo, is up in your first house conjoined Jupiter. Jupiter is actually your 12th house ruler of losses. So you just took a loss with your lover. Or a lot of your, if you're an Aries, some of your children moved out, or somebody moved out. It could have been your sibling moved out. Yeah, that he ain't the one, girl. I could have told you that just from that one. By the fact, you could tell right away if you're with the right person or the wrong person by just knowing two things. I want you to take a look at the planet that rules your fifth house, which are your boyfriends and girlfriends. And then take a look at the seventh house ruler, which is your husband's or wife. So if you take a look at the ruler of what's happening to the ruler of your seventh house, like, wait, what's happening to the ruler of my seventh house? And your partner is not doing that. He's doing more of the fifth house energy. Girl, you are with the wrong one, baby. Trust me, it'll save a life. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, it did, girl. Yes, I do. Okay. So, Aries, this could be between, if it's not your lover, children. This could also be you starting something new on your Instagram or TikToks or something. Maybe you start doing something pretty or a different color, a different energy. Maybe you are talking or conversating with different folks online, meeting new folks at work, or talking to people that you usually don't talk to at work. It looks fine. It looks cool. I don't have anything. I don't have anything like to complain about it. It looks fine to me. You're just Aries. It looks like a fun time for you. Okay. Venus transits are not that scary for you. It's actually exciting. More. This is for you to get out and about more. Hit the market. So if you're in Aries and you've been trying to launch something, this would be a great time. Or if you already launched something like for business and you're in Aries, this would be a good time to get it either really pretty or connect with the right people. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, so the third house is about talking. Somebody said, I feel like talking a lot. Yes, I'm trying to launch my social media. This is a great time, for real. Can the upcoming eclipses cause breakups for Aries rising? It can. Yes, and I just explained to you why. By the way, I just said it. If you have a breakup during these, if you have a breakup during the eclipses, Aries rising, you are really dating your lover. Excuse me, you're really dating a boyfriend and not a husband or a wife. Okay. If you let's say you are with somebody and you're in Aries and you don't break up with them but you argue with them, that's fine. They're actually your partner. So I hope that makes sense. Um okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, and Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, 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 Moon, and Rising. Taurus. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I got distracted. That's actually my blind spot. Okay, Taurus. Okay, let's see. Taurus, Venus rules you. Venus is going into your second house, and you finally getting your groove back. You're getting your mojo jojo back a little bit. Mm. For Tauruses, a couple Tauruses, there's different type of Tauruses. There's Tauruses that are living in the old paradigm, and this is because they're ruled by Saturn. Is their ninth house. It's part of their identity. It's part of their moral compass. So there's some that are ruled, or maybe you're part of the old paradigm. It's okay. Don't worry. Um, um, you took a loss. A lot of you are recovering from a loss, whether it's with family, housing. Maybe you guys moved. There could have been a good loss. It could have been like, oh, maybe I moved or I left that job or they're investigating. A lot of you are in investigative mode. Either you or you're applying to stuff that are investigating you or you're waiting for the insurance to call you back. It's something about money or something that you own. Maybe you're waiting for um, maybe something to be fixed in your home, repairs, money or something, right? Venus is going to try to help you get that back. I think after the eclipses, especially having eclipses in the 12th and 6th house, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so shout out to those that wrote it. Yes, the relationship houses are the 7th is marriage, the 5th house is dating and fun. Sometimes we want to marry our fun with people that are supposed to be fun bags. That's what I call them, fun bags. Yes, so a lot of you are in the recovery mode. So you're getting your money back. A lot of you are focused on eating at home, fixing the kitchen, hanging out with family. Old family that you haven't thought about is reaching back out to you. That makes sense because I was trying to reach out to my aunt. She's in the cut. So if you have family in the island, man, if you have family in the islands, sorry, I just had to get annoying. Um, yeah, if you have family in the islands, they might be reaching out to you. They are going through some changes in their life. For some reason, you may be communicating with them more, and cousins, aunt, sibling, friend, somebody. So, I like this for you. This is not a bad transit. The only complicated things is a little bit of bills and hiccups, maybe with your pets. Some of you have pets. Some of you have a bill. Some of you have some changes at work or with your health that needs to be made a priority. Some of you have a new sleeping, but some of you got a new bed. You know. Yeah, so Taurus, look, I have a Taurus moon that's currently in reconstruction in her kitchen. There's them and then there's me. Okay, last one, Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Some signs are not that complicated. Oh, stop. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And then we're going to upload this video for everybody to listen to the reading. If you are on here, tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, I am giving out a free reading. Shout out because I'm a Moon and Gemini. Shout out to them. I'm giving out for free reading to literally maybe 3 people. I'm getting because I see a lot of people working. I'm just letting you know. If you timestamp my videos on YouTube by you helping me, helping the collective because I don't have time. And girl, I'm a one-woman show. I will be picking the ones that have helped me the most on my YouTube because you watched it and you timestamped it the most you can. That will be great. If you do that, when Jupiter switches to Taurus, I will be picking those 3 people, free readings from me, anything you want, from every corner of your chart, everything, okay? So, if you help me, I will help you. What are we going over? We are now going over the Venus sign. So, Venus has entered Gemini. Gemini, you're going to look pretty. Finally, some of us. So, Check. Yes, I will be picking it. Jupiter will be going into Taurus around July 21st. So you got a couple months till then. We got a couple months. Okay. If you help the collective, I will help you. Okay. So here we go. Gemini. Venus is gonna make you look pretty. Um, what one? That's one. Two. Venus is bringing you shit that you know what I'm saying. Venus is also the ruler of your fifth house and 12th house away from your sign. If you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the Venus Libra, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is your 12th house. That's the sign right before you. What does this mean? So Venus, Libra, excuse me, Gemini, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that you are hyper focused on one area of your life a lot, which is great for you, Gemini. There's two areas for you. There's two sides of Gemini. Duh. One side of Gemini, they're getting a lot of stuff done online with their creative project, a hobby, a business. They're signing contracts. They're dealing with the public. Some of them might even have court cases and something like that. Whatever the case may be. You got the ruler of your third and seventh going into the 11th, which means that some of you are business savvy, launching things. You've been working online. You've been handling the crowd. I'm a Gemini. Oh, sorry. Look, we got distracted. That's the Gemini thing. I'm a Gemini moon, so I'm speaking into the. I don't like Geminis, by the way. It's my 12th house, and I'm a Gemini moon, so. Okay, so what does that mean, though? As you can see, we've been flourishing in some area of our life. Now, there's some other areas that are happening. There's some things happening behind the scenes at home with your assets, with your mother, with even people, associates that are in the family that are whatever, people you know. They're in the hospitals. They're having health complications. You're taking losses behind the scenes. There's people not really messing with you. Your partner made a complete decision about the situation. You have to face that decision. Some of you are, some of you have Mercury is your people like that, it depends on what's going on. There's two sides. Either there's good, there could be positive. Maybe you're, like I said, you're getting your house together. Maybe you are in alignment because you have a good Aquarius or Leo placement. Some of you are dealing with emotional things, like you're not feeling confident about yourself. Maybe because you got Mars in here. You got other people are kind of looking at you different, or maybe you feel your friends are not treating you the same. Whatever the case may be, a Gemini, there's two sides of your coin. There's a side that's making you disappointed, you're not really sure about, is making you iffy. But then there's a side that's making you money. So whether it's your business, whether you are thriving in the things that you've built, again, this is depending on you, Gemini, for the last 3 years. If you've been learning something, if you've been working on some type of activity, hobby, business, schooling, you've been trying to get all your court cases together. Like, for instance, Gunna is a Gemini. That's the only person I can think about. He was in jail. He was arrested a long time ago. He's not there, though, but we don't see him the same. He took a loss already. The audience, the world, which is funny, groups of people that are from the future don't really bangs with him right now because of the things that are coming out in the forelight. That's an example. This is by the way, for those people that are coming in, I am reading the collective. This is the last sign. I am reading what Gemini Venus is feeling for the collective, what they have to do during the collective and stuff like that. But what I'll say to you is this, Gemini. Listen. Oh, for instance, Kanye's a Gemini. Obviously, we two different sides. There might be a deal that he comes back out with. Here's what I'm gonna say with you, Gemini. You are almost like Libra and Aquariuses are the future, and what you say goes. So I want you to think about how we're stepping into the age of Aquarius, right? And we just left the age of Pisces, and the age of Pisces, Cancers, Scorpio people were thriving. because they're part of the age of Pisces, and so did Pisces people. And I'm talking about in the 1990s, early 2000s, 1980s, the people that were born and alive and active during those times in culture. Um, they were living in the age of Pisces. Like for instance, Bill Gates is a Scorpio rising. He became a billionaire during the age of Pisces. Um, I can't think about anybody else right now. Can 50 Cent is a Cancer, who put his thinking cap on, right? And he became very successful during the timelines that he came out. Mind you, he came out early 2000s, and thriving, right? Now the throne and the power is shifting to the air signs. You are part of the collective shift that, let me tell you, if you're leading the crowd. And I read this the other day, and I put it on my Twitter. A lot of my thoughts. Also, I also have a Twitter. I post a lot of things I be getting downloads, and I just write them right away because my thoughts happen really fast. Anyways, you are part of the paradigm that's building the future. So what you say goes, as well. So it depends on your moral compass. If you're in a line, if it depends, they're the good guys and the bad guys. So it depends on you, which guy you want to be. So my quote that I learned was, if you want to lead the crowd, which is the collective, you are part of the leaders, the ones with the power. If you want to lead the crowd to the right philosophy, religion, the right way of living life, the ninth house rules your journey in life. If you want to do that, Gemini, this is for Gemini sun, moon, or risings, okay? You you need to turn your back on the crowd. You need to turn around from what they're thinking, because you won't be able to decipher who's the ones from the future and who's the people from the last paradigm. You you need to just lead. What you say goes. You just need to know. Hope you need to ask God to give you the wisdom for it to always be fair, and for it to always be God willing. You know. So that is my wrap for you today. So basically, if you are a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, when Venus is in Gemini and when Venus is in Libra, you, my friend, are you're in action. You're in the movie. Your character is in live mode. You did no cheat codes. You're straight up doing it, okay? So don't be afraid of it. How is it going backwards, the age of Aquarius after Pisces? Okay, so a lot of things are go backwards. Like for instance, the nodes retrograde backwards. So instead of going into Gemini, we left Gemini, we go to Taurus, it's gonna go to Aries, it's gonna go to Pisces, Aquarius, blah 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 blah. Is going backwards because of the way the constellations and the way we spin around Earth. So that's why certain things we're going as a galaxy, we're doing around the constellation, we are going backwards. All right, because remember, the zodiac that they're talking about are reference of star clusters around our galaxy that our planets are going around. Okay, so certain. I just wanted to let you know that.